Hey, and welcome to Insurance Town. I'm the Mayor, Heath Sheeran, and the host of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad that you are here and always here. It means a lot to me being the Mayor of Insurance Town, and I love being able to host this show and be a part of this. It's something that, started back, in 2020, 4 years ago, and I'm so blessed and lucky to still be here today doing this. It means the world to me. You guys have really been solid contributors to the show. I couldn't do this show without you guys. From the Q&A, like I get so many of you guys that send me emails week after week, day after day, asking questions. I haven't done a mailbag in a while, and I apologize for that. I had that come in the other day. And I really appreciate that. I try to stay away from mayor solos a lot because I feel like it's arrogant or egotistical to think people care about just what I say. This show is only successful, and I'm only successful with this show because of the guest I bring on, because of you, the audience. It's just one of those things that, I want to be mindful of that. And obviously my sponsors. I love working with the sponsors I have. It's one of those things I have to pinch myself sometimes. You're like I can't believe that this show has, sponsors. It was so early on from the very beginning when Canopy Connect reached out. Tolga and I have become friends, and we started pretty much at the same time. I remember back, January, February, somewhere in there of 2020. He was, having a conversation with me about this idea of Canopy Connect and what it could be and what it was. And I instantly was like, oh my God, that's huge. That's a hit. It's going to work. It's going to be awesome. And he and I just, I was telling him about the show and what we're doing and what I want to do. And instantly we decided this would be a great way for us to help each other out. And it's been a great partnership. And if you guys aren't familiar with Canopy Connect, they are the one-click solution to getting those deck pages that you need to quote your prospect. And that tagline is funny to me because it's been the same tagline, but it's so true. And what they do, what they're able to do for your agency, for your tech stack, for your customer journey, which is a big buzz right now, is customer journey. And I think if you can minimize not the amount of interactions, I'm not saying get away from relationships, but if you can minimize the amount of, I shouldn't even say useless, but I don't know, tedious, maybe, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, so forgive me. I know this audio podcast, and I'm failing at words right now. You would think I'd be better at this, but if you can eliminate some of that back and forth with your customers and make it easier, I think a lot of people want to go with the path of least resistance. So if they can get a quote from you by clicking on a button and submitting all their information to you in that manner, and that works for them, then and that helps you to be the path of least resistance, I think that's even more of a reason why you should hook up with somebody like Canopy Connect. Because again, the way that operates and that works is you get your own customizable link for your agency. And that could be for referral partners. That could be for your clients. That could be to put on a web address, a website, a landing page, things of that nature. And then they click on that and they log in, and it's permission based, and they give you permission. And when they're logging in to their State Farm or their Nationwide or their Travelers or their Hub or their or not Hub, Chubb, or their auto owners or whatever that carrier is, they're logging in their carrier portal and giving permission for all of their information to be uploaded to your own Canopy Connect dashboard, which is crucial because I've seen it in the background. And you get driver's list, you get loss runs now from commercial, which is amazing. You get vehicle list, you get all their information. So you don't have to be on the phone with your customer asking them name, address, phone number, VIN number, driver's license number. You don't have to ask any of those things because it's right there on your dashboard, and 100% what's there. And there's no guessing. Have you had a ticket? Have you had an accident? Or have you had any issues in the last 3 years? You don't have to ask those questions. It's right there. You see detailed losses. what happened, how it happened. I mean, anything that they're going to have reported to their carrier, you now have. I just think, imagine the power of that with Canopy Connect in your own agency. And again, I'm not saying that you have to, because each tech stack is different. And I'm a big believer in that very thing of everybody's tech stack is different. Everyone's tech stack looks slightly different than the next person's. And that's how it should be. But if you're a personalized agency, now commercial, because Canopy's gotten involved there, if you're one of those and you're looking for a way to make your customer journey that much better, then you might look at something like Canopy Connect. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to usecanopy.com and check it out. I have a particular affiliate link /Heath. That way, we wanted something to solidify the partnership and something to help keep track of some of that. So we put a /Heath. Let's get full transparency here. And there's a video of me promoting Canopy, and there's a discount code that you'll get by using that. You could schedule a demo on that, but it'll walk you through what it looks like, how it looks. I would suggest right now, if you're listening to this podcast, to, if you haven't already, go to that web address, use Canopy /Heath. And I don't get a dime for you going to it, or, I don't get some magical whatever for you going to that and scheduling a demo. This is just a way for us to do that. You get the discount, you get the demo. I just like to monitor and see, how things are going with you guys. And I follow up. A lot of you that have signed up, you've gotten a call from me or an email from me or from somebody at Canopy, just say, how's it going? Or I'll shout you out on the show or whatever. I just think it's super cool. So you're going to go there. You're going to be able to book that demo. You're going to be able to see the discount. You're going to be able to see what it looks like and imagine what that could be for your agency. And again, going back to think about your own customer's journey right now. When they come in, go through that as if you're sitting in their shoes right now. What does that customer look like as they come in? So, they call, how are they going through that first part of that process? And then once you get them in there, how does that information gathering go? Do you have a quote sheet? Does a VA do that? Does your agency staff do that? Does a CSR do that? Does your producer do that? Then pass it off. Just think through some of those things and just think about where some things could be tightened up. And maybe Canopy Connect is one of those ways. So again, just think about that. I got off on a tangent there, which was fantastic. And so I love Canopy Connect. I love all my sponsors. I love working with Smart Choice. Working with Smart Choice for me, I've had a friendship with Smart Choice that goes back long before this podcast even started, because they're just good dudes, man. They really do care. Andrew and I have known each other for years. Ashley's been on the show. He and I have been friends a long time. Paul Taylor, just the executive team over there at Smart Choice. They're just really cool people, and they're also very connected. They want to help their clients. It's not just they're sitting in an ivory tower just cashing checks and counting money. No, what they do is they want to truly help the independent agent, whether it's market access. And they've expanded so much beyond that. When they first started, they were so heavy in personal lines, and they had a goal of getting to 60-40 personal to commercial. And over the years, it's almost 50-50 now. They have such a huge offering on the commercial side as well. So again, if you're out there right now and you're listening, the way it works is unlike some of the other market access or networks out there. So think about this. Let's say you just, in a hard market right now, you're just needing a particular market, whatever that might be. I won't use names. Let's call it ABC Company. And let's say you've heard that ABC Company is hot in your market. You might, or your state, you might be able to reach out to your rep. And what you would do is go to smartchoiceagents.com. And there's a place that's find a market or something to that effect. And then there's a map that pops up of the entire country. And what you can do there is you can go to that map, find your state, obviously click on it, and then you're going to see a list of the reps' phone numbers, email addresses, all that kind of stuff. And if you continue to dig deeper, there's even further links in there to show you by clicking on that state what carriers are in your state, who's appointing in your state. You'll see a list of E&S carriers. You'll see of other partners that they work with right there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you reach out to that rep, your territory manager, and you can ask, hey, is such and such a ABC company, back to our example, is ABC company hiring or not hiring? I guess you could say hiring new agents, or are they appointing new agents? And find out. And if they are, then you know what? You don't have to get every one of the appointments that Smart Choice has. You can go after that one market. I don't know a lot of people that do that, to let you kind of pick and choose the markets you want. And you don't have to, let's say you've got an existing book of 10 other carriers in the stable. You don't have to bring all 10 of those other carriers underneath the umbrella of Smart Choice. You can keep those separate, owned by, you and the agency, not a part of the umbrella of Smart Choice. And you don't have to split commissions on that. Now, the way Smart Choice works is, let's say you pick up ABC company. Let's say you call them. They are appointing, and because you have that relationship with Smart Choice, they automatically put in a good word for you with ABC company. And so you're able to go to ABC company, get that appointment, and now all of a sudden, you've got that underneath that umbrella. You're protected by that umbrella of Smart Choice, and you're already, thrown in there for profit sharing, contingencies, all that kind of stuff. And all you have to do is split a small amount of a commission split. And I won't get into the specifics on that because I want you to be able to talk to a rep and get that. But imagine now you've got that market at your stable for just a small commission split. And you didn't have to give up the agency. You didn't have to, go, sell your soul, so to speak, or give up commission on all of those carriers. All you had to do is, be willing to split commission on the carrier they brought to the table. Come on now. That's pretty phenomenal. They don't have monthly fees. They don't have agency annual fees. None of that. It's just commission splits. So, a lot of you thinking, there's got to be a catch. There's really not. It's just the commission hit. And then, when you get into profit sharing and some of that, I'm sure there's some things within each person's contract that's a little different maybe on that. And you might talk to a rep on that. I don't want to lead you down the wrong path there, but there is over 10,000 agencies that are involved in this. And that's huge. And billions of dollars in premium. As you've heard in the past several ad reads, billions with a B. That's a lot of sway there. That's a lot of market share. That's just a lot right there. So imagine these carriers, if you're a Smart Choice agent and you're representing some of that billions of dollars, that conversation's different when it comes to decision making. That conversation probably looks different when it comes to contingency. That conversation probably looks different when it comes to the decisions that they make for your agency. I would imagine your submissions may go to the top of the pile. They may be flagged Smart Choice, so they get treated differently. I don't know. I'm just speaking just from pure speculation at this point, so don't hold me to that. But I'm so proud that, again, the Smart Choice is a part of this show. And not only market access, they do so many other things. Obviously Smart Choice is known for that, and market access is super cool. However, now you're able to do so many other things with them. They have a mergers and acquisitions team. They have a team that helps you with commercial and roll up their sleeves and actually get involved with you and help you develop niches and help you develop this, and help you do that. They got a whole division for E&S business, for all of that kind of stuff. I mean, they're just their offerings and what they can do. Oh, they're involved in life and health. They cover a wide variety of things: life, health, like I said, benefits, I'm sure, is in there. And then you've got P&C, obviously commercial and personal. Smart Choice is just that dude. To be real honest, just that dude when it comes to game changers for your agency. And again, I didn't mean for this to be a podcast for shout outs to my sponsors, but I'm glad it has become that. I haven't done a mayor solo in a while. And so once I was trying to do this intro, and I'll release that podcast I was originally doing this intro for next week, but I can't wait for you to hear next week's episode. It's so good. But since I'm on this tangent, I want you to hear more about my sponsors. So again, I'm so proud to have these sponsors. So again, going back to hard market, going back to the customer experience, going back to some of those things that we've been talking about a little bit, imagine now having Smart Choice as a part of that in your agency. And right now, when things are tough in a hard market, and you know, there's carriers that are having a tough time right now, and some are on moratoriums, some are pulling out of states, some are having struggles, some are even maybe putting you on restrictions of how many submissions, how much you can buy, and what you can do. Not saying that the carriers with Smart Choice are immune to that, but it may not hurt to have some more horses for your stable or some more backup plans, something to that effect. Just a thought. So let's think about that a little bit as you're going, into your thoughts about your agency right now. So I just wanted to put that in your ear and just say thank you so much for my sponsors in Smart Choice, Canopy Connect. Now, as you guys have listened to the show enough, you guys know I've got four. I've had more than this throughout the years, but I've got four right now that are just solid partners of the show, and a lot of these come from you. And I'm bringing on some new ones, and I don't know if I'll be able to announce that right now because we're still working out some final details on that. But I will bring up one that came and joined us last year. And I get a lot of emails about this sponsor, and it makes me laugh. And so many people send me messages every week. I at least get one or two text messages from friends every week that say, every time I hear your ad for Manscaped, I laugh out loud. And, it's fantastic. Manscaped approached me and wanted to become a partner of us last year. And I'm so proud and so glad that they did because number one, as you can see, if you're watching this video or if you know me at all, have seen me, I do have a beard. I'm a very, hairy guy. So it was very fitting, a partnership. And what's even funnier is prior to the Manscaped ad running, my wife was consistently on me about my ear hairs or my nose hairs or my eyebrow hairs, back hairs, things like that. Like if you're going to be on video every week doing this podcast, or if you're going to be on stages, if you're going to be public speaking, if you're going to be out prospecting or whatever it might be, you got to look the part. You can't have nose hairs and eyebrows, and you got to have your ears trimmed up. Which, I'm seeing a hair right here. I missed. Sorry, honey. Um, but to have Manscaped, to have that lawnmower, so to speak, or to have the weed whacker, or the beard hedger, and some of these products at my disposal is great, and to be able to pump that out and push those to other people, it's fantastic. To have this weed whacker to get in my nose, to trim my ear hairs, to get my eyebrows, to help me out there. My beard looks right and tight most of the time. My eyebrows aren't gang. Look at this. I'm showing you right now. Nothing. If you're looking at video, that makes sense to you. If you're not, sorry, you got an audio version of that. But and Manscaped is so much fun because they're just funny. Their ad copy, when I read it, it's funny. And the way they say things is funny. And the way they just attack their marketing schemes, the way they just attack things head on is just fantastic. And people, kind of frown at some of this stuff when you talk about manscaping and taking care of your undercarriage or your nether regions or your family jewels. I know their tagline, when I first started with them, it may still be is precision engineered tools for your family jewels. And some people cringe at that. They think it's offensive or whatever. And I'm sorry if that is. However, it's it's part of life. Some people want to take care of that kind of stuff. Some people just want to use the beard hedger, or like I said earlier, the face trimmers. But I talked about this several months back. I had a actual swimmer that reached out to me and thanked me it was a hobby as insurance agent that had a hobby of doing swimming and laps, and got involved in a league, or I guess you call it a league. Maybe it's not a league. There's baseball league, basketball leagues, football leagues. I don't know if it's a swim league or not. But anyway, got involved in competitive swimming. And so having that, be able to trim their arm and leg hairs and completely hairless to be aerodynamic, Manscaped is a great product there. There's others that have called me and said, "Oh man, I was looking for a great Father's Day, Christmas present, birthday present, a gift for whatever it might have been occasion," and Manscaped came in the clutch. So I love that. So guys, whether you're offended by that or not, I really think there's a product on the Manscaped website that would work for you. And don't get fooled by the name Manscaped. My wife has got some of the products, that she uses on her legs. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, honey. Or some of my other friends' wives have gotten into some of the products. They also have cool T-shirts. Ladies, it's not just for men. I mean, you can also benefit from the products. Or, ladies, if you're listening, you can also benefit from purchasing the products for your spouse. I'll tell you another funny story about that is once I got the sponsorship, pulling back the curtain a little bit, when we had the conversation, they wanted to do a test month and see, and they were like, "Hey, if you hit a certain plateau or a certain plateau is not the right name. Sorry, I may have to edit that. Maybe not, but as you hit a certain, we want to see if you hit a certain number, if your demographic's the right demographic for us." And they were trying to new space, and they wanted to see, and so I just did their ad reads. I put it out a lot on my social feeds, and what was funny is I was having a conversation with some of my son overheard me on the phone with the Manscaped rep in the car one day after school last year, and he apparently went and told his friends at school, and we're like, "Hey, my dad's got this new Manscaped sponsorship," and blah blah blah. And literally, like the next the next day or two, I had like 7 or 8 of my son's friends, and my son's a 16-year-old high school kid, and so to have that demographic's funny from the pale male and stale of the insurance industry listening to this show. And I know there's a lot of young people, but to have that demographic wide range of 60, 70, 80-year-old all the way down to 16-year-old is pretty funny. I do know I have a lot of younger folks that listen to the show too, so I hope I didn't offend anybody there, but very funny to me. And I saw one of my son's friends not too long ago at one of his basketball games, and he was like, "Yeah, I got my dad a whatever beard hedger or the handyman. That's the other tool they've got, the handyman, which is a travel size. I got him that, and he loved it for Christmas." So anyway, good stuff there. So guys, thank you so much to my sponsors over at Manscaped. I love working with them. They're so phenomenal. Go to manscaped.com. And, as part of the extended ad read here, if you use the code MAYOR, you get 20% off plus free shipping. Okay, so lastly, guys, if you just bear with me here, if you've stayed with me, let me know. Send me an email if you stayed with me through the entire episode. I can see the stats, so I'll know if you did or not. But if you guys stay through the entire thing, make sure you send me an email and say, "Hey, I listened to that whole episode, and I love your sponsors." If you'll do that for me, I'll help you get even deeper discounts with some of these, or I'll help you connect in another way there. Or I could send you some free Insurance Town merch. I've got coffee cups that I love, and I've got some other merch that I'm working out. So anyway, lastly, let me talk to you about my good friends that I actually from Arkansas, good people. Old school marketing, guys. Right now in this hard market, I know it's tough for you. Prospecting's different. Um, being competitive right now for new business has got to be tough. For renewals is tough. However, right now, as I talked to my friends James Jenkins about earlier today, in this hard market, everybody's looking to shop, kind of like in the soft market. So it doesn't matter the cycle you're in. People are looking to shop because their either rates went up, or they're struggling right now, whatever it might be. So, uh, so you could look at that as a positive side of that. But where I was going with that is in this hard market, things are a little different. Things might be difficult to get in the door as far as prospects go. So, what they do at Old School Marketing is they do direct mail. And I know you've heard, oh, how's that any different? Direct mail is direct mail is direct mail. And that is true. However, with Old School Marketing, what they do is handwritten direct mail. So imagine you get this envelope in the mail, and it's handwritten envelope that has your name, address, and whatever on it. It looks like it came from grandma or a friend. I know when I see something like that handwritten, I get excited because I think it's from grandma or a friend, or it's a birthday card, or it's a Christmas card, or something. Imagine that come in like that, and then you open it, and it's not a font. I asked him about that when he was on the show. Go back to listen to that with Rusty Dykes. I think it's titled "Old School Marketing in a New Way" or "New Way to Do Old School Marketing" or something. I don't know. It's a great podcast episode, but he tells us no. He hired specifically people to come in to his office and handwrite all of that. You can get handwritten on the envelope, on the card, on the inside, on the postcard if you do that route, or the whole thing, or just one or the other. I mean, it's phenomenal. And they do it in a drip style. So it's not just at one time, the whole neighborhood gets blanketed or the whole city gets blanketed with your 10,000 or your 15,000 or whatever postcards or mail outs. No, he can do it in a way where it's a drip style, where it's maybe 25 go out today, 100 go out tomorrow, 500 the next day, so that your phone's consistently ringing. And maybe it's week by week and not day by day, but however that works. Sorry, Rusty, if I butchered that. But just imagine direct mail done on a drip style method. And what else is cool about Rusty, my friend over there at Old School Marketing? That's OLDE. And I know a lot of you are like me right now, and you're already Googling it while I'm talking about it. So if I can get you to tune in, hey, I know you're not listening because you're Googling right now, but make sure you spell it right. OLDE, schoolmarketing.com. So those of you that are Googling or thinking about it, maybe you're writing down and go back to it later, but oldschoolmarketing.com. And again, another discount code there, Town10, will get you a 10% discount. But if you go to that website, you can see what we're talking about, what they're doing. You can book a demo or, call Rusty or call the sales team or whatever. Oldschoolmarketing.com. And you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And in fact, right now, while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and go to the website and make sure that I tell you correctly and kind of walk through this. I just typed in the word O or the letter O and it popped up automatically. So, yeah, he does consulting services. That's what I was going to tell you. One of the things I love about Rusty is he's not afraid to sit down with you and talk to you through it. Be like, okay, what's your strategy? What do you want to do? What are your goals? How many customers do you need? How many prospects do you want? And kind of walk you through what your funnel could look like and how they can be a part of that funnel. So you go into and you could see home, you could see their B2B break room where they have a video search or like webinars or whatever. They've got blogs. They've got meet the team. They've got the handwriting. If you go to About Us and you click on the handwriting, they're looking for people to be handwriters, but then they also tell you how they do it, what they do there. But it's just a phenomenal website, handwritten direct mail. And so, they just love it. And they love doing this because Rusty used to be an insurance agent. And he came up with this method on his own, and his pipeline grew, and he saved his agency from extinction several years back and saw how well it worked that, he's now doing this as a full-time gig now. And super proud of him and super proud of what he's doing. So go to oldschoolmarketing.com and check it out. And I think you're going to be really excited that you did. So, man, I'm looking up and I'm realizing, man, I've been talking for quite a while now. So, It's going to be a shorter episode than normal. I guess we'll just call it the Insurance Town podcast partner episode. I don't know. I'll get cutesy with it, I'm sure. So just wanted to let you guys know I appreciate my sponsors. And more than anything, what I would appreciate you doing is going to check out the sponsors. Tell them thank you for being a part of the show. Check them out. Even if you're not interested, just check them out. You never know. Maybe you could tell a friend about it. Maybe you could refer somebody out. I know a lot of them have their own referral links. I know Old School Marketing does. Manscaped probably does. I'm sure if you were to reach out to Canopy or Smart Choice, they might do a kickback, or you can just do it just because of the goodness of your heart. You want to help your friends out. Just one of those things, or just be in the know, and maybe just get some ideas going in your head of what they can do for you. So go check them out. Smart Choice, Canopy Connect, Old School Marketing, and Manscaped. Go check them out. Not for me, but for you. That's just it. So thanks for joining me on this ride. If you've been here this entire episode, send me an email, send me a text, hit me on socials, just let me know, hey, guess what? I made it all the way through this episode, and I will make sure that I hook you up with some swag or something like that. I'll do you a favor if somehow. I'm just interested to see if anybody does listen to these all the way through. So if I don't get at least 10 or 15 of y'all to reach out to me and say you made it through it, I don't know if I'll do another mayor solo again, and my feelings will be hurt. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today in the program. And go and like and subscribe. Go tell your friends about it. I want to see my numbers continue to grow. And I'd like to see us continue to do the show into year 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it looks like. So, again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And I totally look forward to hanging out with you again next week.